by Tendai Kamhung-era in a move that has been widely interpreted as aimed at consolidating his grip on power. President Emerson Mnangagwa has appointed his deputy retired General Constantino Chiwenga to also head the Defense Ministry, barely a week after the latter left his position as commander of the Zimbabwe Defense Forces. President Emerson Mnangagwa, flanked by his two deputies Constantino Chiwenga and Kembo Mohadi. This is the first time since the country gained its independence from Britain in April 1980 that a civilian will not be playing an oversight role over the Defense Ministry. Chiwenga's co-vice president, Kembo Mohadi, who had the Defense Ministry taken from his purview, will now also be in charge of the National Peace and Reconciliation portfolio. In a statement released yesterday by Acting Chief Secretary to the President and Cabinet, Justin Mapamhunga, Chiwenga, who is credited with playing a critical role in Mnangagwa's rise to the presidency, will also be in charge of war veterans. In terms of Section 99 of the Constitution of the Republic of Zimbabwe, the President may assign functions to vice presidents to assist him/her in the discharge of his functions and perform any other functions, including the administration of any ministry or department or act of parliament. Accordingly, His Excellency the President Mnangagwa has duly assigned Vice President General RTD Constantino Governyikidzino Chiwenga to administer the Ministry of Defense and War Veterans Affairs. Vice President Kembo Kambaldujishi Mohadi will administer the National Peace and Reconciliation portfolio. The assignments are with immediate effect, Mapamhunga said. It was not immediately made clear who would administer the State Security Ministry, which had been added to Mohadi's responsibilities before his elevation to the vice presidency. The State Security Ministry, which has the much-feared National Spy Agency, the Central Intelligence Organization (CIO) under it, has always existed as a standalone entity even though it falls under the President's office. Political analysts told the Daily News yesterday that Mnangagwa's preference for Chiwenga to head the defense portfolio was a sign that he wants to consolidate his power. My heart goes out to retired Colonel Shinga Dube, whom I thought would be appointed to that portfolio. But it's a clear consolidation move for the Mnangagwa-Chiwenga axis, which ensures that they retain control and influence over the armed forces, as well as the standby counterparts among the war vets. In the main, it can be seen as a smart play which attempts to make the regime coup-proof through ensuring that Chiwenga still holds sway over the armed forces, political analyst MacDonald Luinica said. University of Zimbabwe political science lecturer Eldred Masanangio said although constitutionally the vice presidents were equal, the new allocation of responsibilities made Chiwenga more powerful than Mohadi. Clearly Chiwenga is now more powerful than Mohadi, particularly given the role he played during the November military intervention, as well as his subsequent redeployment as vice president and now his appointment as the minister in charge of defense. In a way he is a de facto prime minister in Mnangagwa's administration, even though the two VPs should be equal. Chiwenga can be seen as the de facto first vice president, while Mohadi is second vice president. There is a mutuality of interest and benefit here that shows that Mnangagwa will have his time and Chiwenga will later take over, Masangua told the Daily News. Southern Africa director with the Africa division at Human Rights Watch, Dewa Mavinga, also agreed that the move to appoint Chiwenga as political head of the defense forces signified a consolidation of political power and a clear acknowledgement that power currently directly derives from the military. This is why Chiwenga has been put in charge of the defense forces and war veterans. This is also to ensure that Chiwenga keeps a close eye on the military, since he is no longer directly in charge following his resignation as commander of the defense forces, the well-known human rights activist said. Mnangagwa recently rang far-reaching changes to the security sector, retiring some key military personnel who played a prominent role in his rise to power, including Chiwenga, whom he appointed vice president earlier this week. He also appointed retired Chief Air Marshal Perence Shiri and former Zimbabwe National Army ZNA Chief of Staff RTD Lieutenant General Sibusiso Busimoyo into his cabinet, as well as naming RTD Lieutenant General Engelbert Ruggeya as SANU ZPF political commissar, Mnangagwa has also named Zimbabwe ambassador to South Africa Isaac Moyo as the new CI boss, while cutting loose unpopular long-serving police chief Augustin Chihuri. Chiwenga was credited with organizing and leading the military intervention which paved the way for Mnangagwa to become the new president following the fall of former leader Robert Mugabe. This followed a military intervention codenamed Operation Restore Legacy, which saw the nonagenarian and his wife Grace being placed under house arrest. Mugabe, who ruled Zimbabwe with an iron fist for close to 4 decades, resigned from the country's highest office on November 21 this year, hours after Parliament had initiated stunning proceedings to impeach him. Daily News.